I get hate. Over the years, I've gotten probably a lot of hate, and I don't care because usually the more hate I get, the more money I'm making. And you need that hate. Like if you don't want to go for it, but if you are marking yourself and you're polarizing and you're getting tons and tons of attention and tons of people are connecting with you, some people are gonna like get pushed the wrong way, and you're gonna get some hate. So I actually have found that like you're doing things right. You're sucking people in and you're fucking pushing people away. You're putting your flags up and you're saying, this is who I am. This is who I want. This is who I don't want. But the only hate that bothers me is that like, oh, Greg got inheritance. He couldn't have started his business without like, you know, this and that. Oh, like, yeah, he just had. The reality is that I started my business lean. The first year cost me $500. And that first year I made 10 grand and I saved it. And then the next year I made $30,000 and I saved that. And the next year I made 80,000. And then the fourth year I made 200K. And then the fifth year I made $1 million before I spent $1 on advertising, literally. And I barely had employees. I had 2 people working for me that I gave them a little bit of a profit split at the time. And so like I did it lean. I wasn't like, oh, I need to get 100K or 200K to start this business and I need to do this and I'm gonna run in the hole. I actually built my company on doing organic blog content, YouTube content, building my own mailing list, like literally had no expenses. And then I only started spending lots of money on ads when I was already making a million plus a year. And then that's when things kind of started to kind of escalate a lot. But then people are like, oh, you know, he must have got millions of dollars and then invested that in starting his business and hiring this marketing team and then doing that. It's like, no, I started the real start was when I was like 13, working out and reading all kinds of fitness stuff.
Yeah, there's no overnight successes. Every overnight success I know of took 5-10 years to achieve that success. It's not as easy. And I'm like, you know, to the point of haters, and you know, those of that have watched me for a while have heard me say this before, but I'll say it again. Hate only ever comes from beneath. Nobody ever gets jealous of losers, right? So whenever somebody's spewing hate at you, it's usually envy driven, right? Because you look better than them, you're making more money than them, your girl's hotter than them, you're driving nicer car. It's like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's usually envy driven, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And also, like, I mean, here's what I'll say. You know, I'll say that the more haters, the better. Like, if the world is full of haters, it is a lot easier to succeed because there's no one whose mental model is dialed in more for failure than a hater. Eckhart Tolle has this really powerful quote, and I see it so much. And it's that whenever you resent someone else's success, you curtail your own success. If you want to attract and welcome success, you have to welcome it wherever you see it. You know, when I saw Tai Lopez in 2015 popping off, okay, when I saw Tai Lopez in 2015 popping off, I was at a dinner. And it was this mixed bag of more fitness figures that were making money in the industry. And I think some of them had definitely achieved some good success, but all of them kind of crashed and burned at this dinner. Like they pretty much all, maybe a couple still doing okay, but they were just going on this they were just hating on Tai Lopez. Oh, this guy, oh, what a douchebag. He's got this rented Lamborghini and this garage video, and they're hating on it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and I didn't even know who he was at the time. I'm like, who's this Tai Lopez guy? And I found the video, and I was like, this guy's a fucking genius. Holy cow. And I'm like, I'm seeing these ads everywhere. Okay, this guy's clearly making tons of money from these ads. You can't spend this much amount on YouTube if you're losing money and it's not working.
I always get curious when I see shit like that. I'm like, what's this guy doing that I'm not doing?
I know. I got curious, and I was like, I got pissed off. I'm like, why am I not running ads? I'm like, this guy's running. I'm like, I can make a cooler ad. And that's when I kind of made that Bruce Wayne video, and then that did very well for us. But like, see, that's the problem. See, once you start hating, you stop learning. Mm-hmm. And so if someone's above you and you start hating on them, oh, look how they're using a Lamborghini to market themselves, or in their garage, or it's like then that you've thrown away that learning opportunity. And again, I will say this: the more haters in the world, the easier it is for me to succeed, because you're literally attaching an iron to yourself. You're attaching a chain and ball to yourself. And again, if I was going through life just hating on people, it just throws you down. So I don't care. Like, I don't care if even if someone is putting themselves out there in sort of a bad way, but they're usually, there's something to learn from, you know. So you don't have to love everything they're doing. There's something to learn from, you know. Even look at the past president, you know. I mean, he did an amazing job but even like a lot of
people
people,
talking about him today. They still hate him on him today.
But like, you can't even, people like that's an extreme example. If you can't,
they're like free marketing. I always look at haters like, that's my free marketing team. They won't shut up about me. Thank you.
No, 100%. And I've always kind of had this little belief that, like, basically no one is inherently all good, no one inherently is all bad, and you know, stupid people just kind of live in extremes where, oh, he's terrible and everything he does is bad, he doesn't have one good quality. Whereas the truth is always sort of in the middle. Like, there's people are double-edged swords. No matter how amazing or terrible someone is, they have, you know, different qualities. And if you can't see that, then you're going through life blind. If you can't see that, you know, that this person who's a very heated or controversial figure has both sides and he's doing good things too, or this amazing, you know, if you can't see that, you're going through life blind, and like, no one should listen to you because you have no objectivity.